Hello and welcome back to Thoughts from a Cluttered Mind. There were no comments in my last video, so I shall not respond back to any of them in this, nor shall I create a video in and of itself. I decided today that I would talk about the concept of the sort of like shadow controllers, the secret societies, cults, things of that nature. Basically the ideal that there are people or organizations that are out there pulling the strings, watching what we do, controlling what we do, shaping the world around us, being that they are the puppeteers and we are all the puppets. And ultimately, is it possible? Sure. As I've mentioned in other videos, anything is possible. However, it's just not necessarily probable. I am very much a proponent of free will, so therefore the thought that someone out there is pulling the strings, I just can't really relate with. However, I do understand that the best way to do this is to basically control someone by making them do something that they themselves think is their own idea. So therefore, these people that are secret organizations, they wouldn't necessarily be something that we have heard of. And what I mean by this is either A, they are so secretive and so selective in whom is a part of them that they can pull the strings through multiple other strings. Basically, by pulling one, it leads to other results and other things. And ultimately, by pulling one, they can affect, if not hundreds, if not thousands, if not billions of other things, is a possibility, which would be very difficult, and the infrastructure would have to have been set up roughly around the same time that the US was started. Or, and again, they would have to be either something in plain sight. They would have to be something that is dealt with every day. Post office, trash collectors, something of that nature, something you would never suspect as being people that would ultimately shape and control. And basically, again, being able to affect something minusculely and having it be domino and domino and domino into something grander. And this, again, would have to have been set up in the beginning of something, in the beginning of this country, or at least very recently, and then kind of just meshed in, put in a tapestry setting, in a rug setting, a thread that then is laid in, and then everything else is sort of just placed atop of it or interwoven into it. So by them existing, they can just do this. However, when it comes to people claiming that it's this one or that one or this cult or that thing, it really makes no sense to me why they would think this. If they are these masterminds, these organizations that can pull and shape things, we'd never hear of them. Well, think about it. If they are doing all this and they know how to do it, either we know them by a different name and therefore will never suspect them, or they have never ever been witnessed to be part of that. They will never be, can never be, and anyone that would attempt to expose them would instantly be just gone. They would either be killed, enveloped into themselves, enveloped into this group, or otherwise just erased. And with how much is on the internet now and how much is online, you can really do this easily. You can get someone's social security number, and through things of that nature you can get rid of it. And then all you have to do is get rid of a hard copy, and that's not very hard. If you can gain access to state buildings, I believe what is it? I forget the name of the building right now, but the state building. If you get into your state building where you were born, you can find a copy of your birth certificate and basically get rid of it. Take it, destroy it, and also get rid of online presences of that person, and they're gone. And then all you have to do is make it look like they died. So ultimately, what I'm going to say here is that are secret societies, are these masterminds capable of doing all this? Sure. With the advancements of technologies and sheer manpower that they would need in order to be these puppeteers, yes, they can exist. It is probable. It's just not, or excuse me, it's probable. It is probable. It just may not necessarily be possible in the sense that people can think. And that's contradictory to the statement I believe that I've made, wherein everything is possible, just not probable. There we go. So therefore, it comes down to that it is possible, it just doesn't seem probable to me with how much people have free will. There we go, that's what I meant to say. Wherein I don't think people would want to be controlled. We all wish to have free will. However, if you think about it, our free will is nudged in certain directions. Everyone that has a job is giving up a part of their free will. Because ultimately, no one, I don't care what job you could have your best job in the world. There are days you don't want to get out of bed. And those days, you have to go to work. You go to work and you may enjoy it and you may feel better after a while, but you didn't want to. You're being nudged and directed towards it. So, yeah, it is possible. It's just very little probability there. And if it does exist, it's massively more powerful and more secretive than anything anyone can ever expect to know or ever have the possibility of knowing. So ultimately, it may be out there. Anything could be out there. Anything is possible, just varying degrees of probable. Thank you for watching. Please comment below and I will respond to them in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice one. Bye.